Murphy, Honorable Suppleant Honorable Rob Milldam, and the honorary co-chairs of the campaign. First Asian American Indo-American presiding judge in Cook County, Mr. Tailor, Judge Stanley, thank you so much for honoring us with your presence today. Go ahead and take 4 minutes.
Thank you. I was talking to Raja about my name, and he said, you know, it's not Raja Krishnamurti, it could be a lot worse. So. Good morning, my name is Sanjay Tailor. It's my pleasure to and indeed honored to appear before you and to ask you for your support and endorsement for Judge of the Circuit Court of Cook County. Let me first thank all of the committee persons for your time and consideration, and in particular Party Chair Tony Breckwinkle, the Priest Lady Committee Chair Eric Peterson, and Vice Chair Jason Irvin. I've been a judge on the Circuit Court for 18 years now, and in January of this year, the Illinois Supreme Court elevated me from Associate Judge to Circuit Judge. The same day, Chief Judge Tim Evans named me Presiding Judge of the County Division, making me the first Asian American presiding judge in Illinois. The division that I preside over hears mental health, adoption, property tax, election, civil asset forfeiture, and other civil matters. I have served on 5 different divisions of the court, including for 10 years in the law and chancery divisions, where some of the most complex and high-profile civil cases are heard. My campaign website includes a long list of press coverage of some of the cases that I have decided. I have a long record of judicial excellence, which is borne out by the numerous bar associations that have found me highly recommended or highly qualified. For example, one of the bar associations known for its rigorous judicial evaluation process said, quote, Judge Tailor is a highly respected jurist who is praised for his knowledge, his preparedness, his temperament. He has excelled in every judicial position to which he has been assigned. The council finds him well qualified for the appellate court, unquote. To be clear, I'm not running for the appellate court at this time, but it is an ambition that I have. Today, as a member of the Circuit Court's Executive Committee, I help shape court policy, which of course lately has been all about ensuring that the court continues to deliver justice in the midst of a pandemic. This includes my work with our partner organizations on the Cook County Legal Aid for Housing and Debt, a program that helps tenants and landlords avoid evictions and foreclosures. Recently, I also served on the Circuit Court's Associate Judge Nominating Committee, and I take pride in the new class of 22 Associate Judges that we swore in last week, which I believe to be the most diverse and representative class of Associate Judges in Cook County history.
Yeah.
That's worth about. In addition, I've been a member of the Illinois Supreme Court's Committee on Judicial Education for over a decade and was instrumental in introducing the study of procedural fairness and implicit bias in the continuing judicial education curriculum. As a member of the Illinois Supreme Court's Committee on Judicial Performance Review for many years, I oversaw a program to help judges identify and address their weaknesses. My reputation on the court, I submit, is that of a judge's judge. I'm a cum laude graduate of Loyola Law School. I started practicing law in 1991 at a large firm, moved over to an in-house position at a Fortune 500 company, and then between 1996 and 2003, litigated a wide range of high exposure and high profile cases in the Civil Bureau of the State's Attorney's Office, including medical malpractice, commercial, constitutional civil rights, and other civil claims. I represented the county and its officials in the state and federal trial and appellate courts, including a case before the United States Supreme Court. I am a fellow of the 2008 class of Leadership Greater Chicago. Before my appointment to the bench, I was active in the Democratic Party. In 1994, I was a full-time volunteer on Dawn Clark Hedges' general election gubernatorial campaign, where I helped formulate policy and conducted opposition research while on a 3-month leave of absence from my firm. I worked on various county board and aldermanic campaigns also. I served on the board of the Democratic Leadership for the 21st Century, a grassroots organization of young Democrats centered around progressive policies. In addition, I served on the board of the Indo-American Democratic Organization. My wife, 3 children, and I live in New Trier Township. My wife is a member of SEIU Local 73 Healthcare. For the last 25 years, I've been a director of BPI, Business and Professional People for the Public Interest, a public policy and law institute that has been pursuing social justice in Chicago for the last 50 years. I'm also a past president and director of Upnugger, a domestic violence agency on the north side of Chicago serving the Asian American community. I'm pleased to have the support of my home committeeman, Pete Maragos, as well as numerous other committee persons and elected officials, and I've otherwise met with many of you. I look forward to being elected circuit judge so that I can continue to implement policies to make our justice system one that is the most fair, most equitable, and most free from bias that it can be. I have a veteran support team in place, and I've already started raising the funds necessary to finance my campaign. You also have my commitment to work on behalf of the entire Democratic ticket. Thank you, and I ask for your support and endorsement.
Thank you. Lucy Moak.
Yeah, Judge, that was a great presentation. If you're endorsed, will you commit to have your entire campaign sign onto an anti-sexual harassment policy? And would you have your staff do a sexual harassment training that we would offer?
Absolutely. There's no question about it. We do it on the court, and all organizations do it.
Ted Mason.
Running a countywide campaign requires money for mailings, literature, and other forms of communication to voters. Every cycle, the party sets up a coordinated campaign fund for these efforts. If endorsed, will you agree to contribute your share to the funds to ensure our candidates get their name and message out?
Yes, absolutely.
Christina Marita.
Thank you. Those of you know me know I'm not a crier. Carrie asked me if I was pregnant.
Better listen.
I am very proud to support Judge Sanjay Tailor. He is our first presiding judge in Illinois. You heard his credentials. We are very proud as Asian American committeemen that we have 2 impeccable Asian American judicial candidates, both sitting judges who have ascended to their ranks within the field, who will serve us well, who have been dedicated Democrats. We have not slated an Asian American for judge since 2016's Sean Chowdhury for alternate, and we have not slated an Asian American woman for judge in over 10 years, Pamela Leeming. So we ask you in the commitment to continue to have a representative party to support both Judge Rena Van Tine and Judge Sanjay Tailor.
Hi, Kelly Cassidy, the 49th Ward. I am very proud to stand up for my friend Sanjay. We worked together many, many years ago, and I have been so proud to watch his career develop, and I think it would be such an important statement of our party to, as Josina said, to slate both of these amazing judges on behalf of our party. So thank you for your presentation, Sanjay.
Thank you. You just
Evanson.
So I have had the privilege of appearing before Judge Tailor as a lawyer and had him rule both in my favor and against me. And I, notwithstanding, I can tell you he is a uniquely qualified judge, very engaged in the work and very prepared and always even-handed and fair to the parties before him. So we should, for all of the reasons other people identified, we should support him. But we should also support him because he's a tremendous judge.
thank you.
Tracy Kedsfield before Calvin Jordan.
Hi, also sharing the sentiment. This is one of those rare occasions where my law firm colleagues were lobbying me with my other hat on because as a legal community, the litigators are very supportive of Judge Tailor. I wanted to ask for a quick update on the sub-circuit and how that might play into your decision.
So, as you know, the General Assembly is supposed to be redrawing the sub-circuit maps this veto session pursuant to a law that was enacted last year. It's my preference to run sub-circuit. I just need to see how that shakes out, and so stay tuned, I guess is the best I can tell you.
Okay, Judge Taylor, you've been out the South End numerous times, and I know we did talk about what you just stated regarding the sub-circuit, but I just wanted to say, track record speaks for itself, and also I think the Democratic Party should commend itself, especially with working with two agents, because this is what this party is really about.
Now listen.
A lot of me as a community to say, hey, if you do what you can, we're here, but if not, we're still gonna help. Thank you.
Thank you.
Senator Melville. Thank you, everybody. I just wanted to stand up, with Commissioner Marita drew this cross to speak on behalf of us on Priest Lady, but I just want to add my support and my gratitude and my request for people in this room to support both Sanjay Tailor and Unity County. I think their qualifications are impeccable. I think what I'm most impressed by is how they conducted themselves and their track record. And I think that speaks for itself. And obviously, as the community and Commissioner just said, I think it's important for us in terms of diversity to have these Asian American candidates. I just want to thank you. I'll echo what the community from Evanston Township said earlier. I won't say exactly what he said, but if you have other candidates, please don't hesitate to reach out to me as well. Thank you.
I'm very proud to stand up a second time from the outside judges and say thank you for running here. You came out to council many times, and it's just been really a pleasure to talk to you, and very proud to have you run as a judge because we're judges like you and like the Judge Antonio. So very happy to have you to have you run and to support you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gillen. Dr. Vargas.
Good afternoon, everyone again. I am very proud that you are running for as a judge, and since you are already a judge, we want to re-elect you. Number one. And also, I just wanted to thank you because we were privileged that you visited Cicero and Barry. So thank you very much.
My privilege.
And Representative 44th Ward.
Good morning.
Morning. Morning.
Joe Cook from the 41st Ward. I just want to say two quick things on behalf of Judge Taylor. Number one, I think it's very important to recognize that he's risen to a position of leadership within the judiciary. And in this short campaign cycle already, he's already established himself as a leader and will be a great leader for the slate of judicial candidates countywide. On behalf of the sub-circuit issue, there are parts of the 9th sub-circuit currently that are in the 41st Ward, and we'd be very honored to support Judge Taylor if he chooses that path or the countywide path. Thanks, Judge Taylor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Judge Taylor.